Good morning everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Steph's Veg. Today I've got a few little jobs to do. The weather's not too hot at the moment, so I'm going to try and get the stuff done before it gets too warm. I've got some sweet corns to put out, some onions which I've grown from seed, they're called Exhibition, and some lettuces, and do a bit of weeding and just water. So these are the sweet corns that I've got to put out. I've got my membrane down already with holes in, so all I need to do is just make a hole and pop them in the hole. And these are called ambrosia. I sow these every year, and they've got like yellow and white kernels on them, and they're really nice and big. Never had a problem. Well, last year I had only a few that grew, but hopefully this year will be a bit better. These are the onions. These are the Exhibition, which I've grown from seed. This is probably about the third lot I've grown, because all the others have either not grown or whatever. So hopefully these are going to do well. So like the others, just make a little hole, pop them in and water them in. And then the next thing is just the lettuces, which are down here, which I'm going to pop into my little grandson's bed, which is doing quite well. Things are starting to pop up. So peas, potatoes over there. So I'm going to pop some of them in. I've also got some strawberries, which I've pulled up from home, which I'm going to put in first because they've been in water overnight. So I'm going to pop them into my fruit cage, which is over there. Well, I'm going to crack on putting these in, and I'll show you at the end what they look like. So this is the trug in my fruit cage that I'm going to be putting the strawberries in. As you can see, they've still got loads of roots on them, so hopefully they'll do well. If I run out of space in here, then I'm going to put some where I've got ones that have not grown or they've died off. So I'm going to crack on with this. The strawberries are all in nicely now. I've put 8 in this trug, and I'm just going to give it some water now with some feed, because as they're already got the strawberries on there, I'm going to give them a bit of a feed to help them along. That's the strawberries all done. Trug, and where I had some last year, all been watered and with some feed in it, so hopefully they're gonna continue to grow. Okay, so I've done the strawberries. My next job, I'm going to do the sweet corns. Just need to get my kneeler and my little spade. Right, so I'm here at the sweet corns. I've got 5, 10, 15, 21, and I've got 24 holes, so I'm just going to make a start. Just dig a hole, empty the pot and put them in. Hey, the hole is fairly deep. I don't know if you can actually see. I'll just take the sweet corn, take it out the pot. There's nice roots on there, and then just pop it into the hole, gently firm it down, and then just top the soil back up. So that's all it is basically, like that. So I'll crack on with them, and then I'll give it a water afterwards. Well, that's all the sweet corns put in. I will give them a bit of a water when I water the rest, but they were quite wet, the roots were quite wet, so I don't want to get them over watered. So they're all in. I've got 3 gaps, but I'm hoping I've still got a couple more at home that aren't quite big enough yet, so when they're big enough I'll pop them in. So hopefully these will get nice and big. So that's the strawberries and the sweet corns done. I'm now going to do my onions. They're called Exhibition. They're the ones that I've sown at home. As I said previously, the ones I've sown earlier just didn't grow. So these are the new set. And I'm just going to pop them into the ground. So this is the area where I'm going to be putting the onions. I just need to rake in some onion feed, which is onion, garlic and shallot feed. That hopefully will feed it all year round. So just going to make a few trenches and some holes and then pop the onions in. I'll show you when they're done. So I've raked in the feed and I've got a pole here, so I'm just going to make some tiny little holes like so, and then I can just dig out the onion from the seed tray and pop them in. But because they're quite big onions, I'm going to do them quite a distance apart because they are Exhibition and they do grow to be quite big. So I'll actually make the holes as I'm going along because that's quite dry, this soil. So I'll show you them once they're in. So I've used a spoon to dig them out of there because otherwise I don't want to ruin the roots. And there was 2 growing in there, so I've split them. You can see the roots. So I've made the hole. All I'm going to do is just pop it in, not too deep, and cover it up. Press it down gently, and there we go. Simple as that. So I'm going to crack on with these. I probably won't get all of them out because I haven't got that much space, so the rest I'm going to have to put in my my beds at home. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but all the onions are in and watered. So I've done everything I've wanted to do today. The strawberries are in, the sweet corns are in, and the onions are in. Just now need to give everything a good watering. So hope you've enjoyed watching, and please like and subscribe to Steph's Veg. Thank you.